Good day, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Today marks day 8 of the road to 1000 ELO. So I'm gonna start the game without any further ado, as always. And I hope that I don't have like Wi-Fi issues so that I can play the game good. So it starts with the move e4. I'm thinking of matching it, or should I develop? Let me develop my knight first, and then okay, I think it's trying to push for the two move checkmate. So I don't know if I should develop because the next point is going to try and push there. And then I'm just going to do this. Would that make sense? Does that make sense? Because that's the next move, right? Or let me just develop my knight right there. Okay, that was kind of weird. He just resigned and I'll take the win. My new rating is now 860. So let's go for a new game. Hopefully this one can play. So I'll start with d4. And if it goes d5, I'll play I'll play the Queen's Gambit because I am trying to get better at the Queen's Gambit, and he's not taking, and then develop my knight onto f3, protecting my d4 pawn. Then I'll protect my I'll also push my knight to c3. Should I push right there? Because if he takes, I can't take back because he has pinned my knight. So I don't know if I should push my queen right there. No, I'll be blocking that. So let me just push my knight onto d2 so that when he takes, I'm able to take back without doubling my pawns right there. Okay, so I can try and push for a checkmate, push my queen to c2 and my knight to g5, and then try and take away this. But that seems like a long shot, so I'm thinking of developing this right there. And if he takes, I won't be able to take back. So let me just push it one square onto e3, so I'm able to take out my bishop, excuse me. If he takes, I'm able to take back unless he wants to, which would be dumb. So let me just push my knight onto d3, and then I'll go to castle. I'll castle, and then I can then push my pawn right there. Still wouldn't be a wise choice, honestly, if you ask me, because if he takes, I won't be able to take back, right? That wouldn't make sense. So if I take this, he'll take back. Still doesn't make sense. I'm trying to find a play. He pushed his pawn onto a6. What would be the smartest way? Do I trade and he takes back, or do I push? If he takes, I take back. I don't know. Which one is the smartest move at this point? I'm trying to think. Do I push my pawn right there? Also considering the time that I have. Control the center. He's going to be able to take. Let's just move this. Let me just bring my rook onto e1 so that I'm able to, okay, he did that. And I'm going to take with this, my knight, my bishop, excuse me, and then I'm going to, okay, let's do this. I still have this protected, and even if he does try and push his pawn onto okay, so he is trying to push his pawn onto e5 so that he'll be able to take, and not really though. So considering I can push and he tries to take, and I can I do a fork? No, I can't do a fork. Come on, think. Okay, let's try and play aggressive, right? So if I push, he can take, which still wouldn't be smart. So let's just try and push the pawn to e4 so that I can able to threaten this knight right there. Oh, I was thinking of pushing my pawn. If he takes, I can take back, but he can just take back, right? Unless I can get my position, my queen, onto the f4 square so that I can be able to do that. Okay, he falls back. And do I push this? And if he takes, I can take back. And then he's gonna take, push this right there. Or push that. I'm looking for a fork. Push this. I just need my thing, my knight to be there. So can I push this? So let's just do this. Right? I don't know if this makes sense. So let me just do that. It kind of doesn't make sense until it makes sense, right? Because at this point, if he pushes this pawn, okay, he's doing that. He's doing that and push that there. No, man. Okay, let me just try and attack. Let me try and attack on. So he opened to take my I'm still good with that if you ask me. Let's just try and honestly punish the bishop. Now he's forced, and then we exchange. If he tries to push there, wouldn't be able unless he pushes that twice. And then at that point, I think, okay, again. So if I take, he can take back, and then threatening my rook right there, which is something I honestly don't want. So I'll just fall back one square. Okay, he did that. Now threatening both. I'll just push it there. So if he takes, I'm able to take back. Bishops are powerful than knights. So he would, in a way, be gaining something. I want to also be able to free like one of my pawns so that I don't just get like checkmated and not able to move. His king does kind of not have protection, so that's something I could look at. And I can try to double my rooks and push and put pressure on the c7 pawn, but he can just push it there and I can take back, opening the queen. And if he comes to take my queen, I can take back, right? Kind of does make sense. Let me just try and do that. So if he pushes that twice, okay, he didn't push it twice. So if I take, he takes back with that. Okay, let me just. Let me push my queen onto d2 and then I'll push it right there. And if he comes with that, I can push it again. But it's still kind of blocked if you ask me. Okay, so that's kind of dumb because if I take, he can't take back. That's still dumb because we just exchanged rooks and should I just take my queen right there? I can see what he's trying to do. I can see exactly what he's trying to do. So he's trying to make me take right there. No, I'll just take with this. And if he takes with this, I'll take with that. Right? And then he'll be forced to take with that, and then I'll be able to take back his knight. Unless he plays a different like position. But at this moment, this kind of makes sense. I know whenever I look back to videos, I see a lot of mistakes that I've done. It kind of helps to see that, oh, this was a better move. But at the time when I'm playing, I kind of like, I don't want to say think too much or just not understand certain moves, but I just tend to just overlook certain stuff. Okay, so that's what he did right there. I'm still not happy with this because if he comes and take, I take back, and he check, I can go back. Nah? Yeah, still does kind of make sense. I still kind of see some sense. Okay, so he's gonna try and do something funny right there. Right? I'm predicting something very suspicious. So I don't know. I don't know honestly. Let me just put my rook on the 7th rank. Let me just do that. Okay, so you saw that. And push right there. That kind of sounds, this looks interesting. And then I can push my what you call this, knight right there and check. He can go there obviously, and then I don't know if he can remove this and take my pawn right there. It'll be a great thing, right? Because now I am applying pressure, right? But still my king doesn't look good, because he can just take right there and he can go for the checkmate, right? He honestly can do that, right? So let me just try and be really smart about it. So let me just push my pawn onto h3 so that I'm able to free my king if he were to try to like checkmate me on d1, because then at that point this was my only defense, which would also be met by attacking the e1 square. So at this point I'm gonna try and keep pushing. I'm gonna try and push my knight right there, right? Or should I push my queen right there? And if he takes, I'm able to take back. But then you have my pawn. No. I think for now, I'll just continue with the plan of pushing my knight right there so that I'm able, okay, he did that. Why did he do that? To try and take my rook right there. So it is kind of presenting an issue for him, for which I can try to do this and still wouldn't be checkmate if you ask me, because if I take, he still has that square. So should I try and do this? And he can do that. Let's try this. Moving my rook onto p7, still keeping my rook on the 7th rank. Because I don't see anything besides him doing that. I mean, he can do this, which would be kind of, in a way, making sense, but still not making sense. Because now I am applying pressure, right? And you can see how he's starting to play that the pressure is actually like picking up, right? So if I can try and push this and then push it to the h7 square check, he only has the f3. He did that. Again, let's just try and push it there. He can go there. He won't do really anything if you ask me. Let me push it there. He's trying by all means to try and attack he's gonna push his, which would be dumb. He's trying by all means to try and take my rook off the 7th rank, and I'm gonna try and keep it there, because the way he's moving, I can tell that like I've got something. I don't know if you understand me, but the way he is moving, I can tell that exactly he's doing that now. So let me just move my bishop onto g7. If he tries to push it there, which would be dumb because I just take back, I'm gonna try push for the check. He can't go there. He can't. This could be a checkmate actually. This could actually be a checkmate if I'm able to push. Can he do something? Wait. Let me think. If I push my queen onto h7, check. He can't take. He can't go there. He can't go there. That would be checkmate. Unless he frees his king by removing his rook, right? maybe to a safer position, but I still push for the check. I'm still applying pressure to the king. Like I said before the game, these squares are weak, right? The king is kind of open to checks. That's why I always try to push for castling very early, so I know that my king is safe and I can continue developing my pieces and attacking the center or the king side or the queen side, right? So it kind of looks good unless I fumble in some way. Yeah, I think we got this in a good way, right? I think we got this in a good way. I think he's thinking, oh, he's kind of stalling. But yeah, man. 860, not bad, honestly. Close to 900 elo, which is a great thing if you ask me. I have been trying to learn like new openings, like the Queen's Gambit, tactics, thinking 3 moves ahead, which is great in theory, but different in practice if you ask me, because it's great to think of something, but when it's actually time to actually play, it's a different movie. Because at that time, like, it's real life, the real world, and it kind of takes time for you to think of those moves. But yeah, nonetheless, he is not moving. I don't know if he's burning time or doing one. And I'm not the type of person to write messages. So I don't know if he's really stalling the game, which is kind of irritating if you ask me. Because at this point, it's just time wasting if you ask me. Okay, he did that. It is a good move if you ask me. But I can just move for check. He can't do that. I can move for check. He takes back and checkmate. No, it's not checkmate. Huh? Kind of makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense, but this kind of makes sense. He can go back with this. If this wasn't there, he'd be cooked. And if I take, he can take back, right? No, let's do this. Right? This looks actually great. Let's do that. This actually looks great. He can take back and I can just... Is that a checkmate? Check. Yeah, it's a checkmate. I didn't think of it. I didn't see it, but I'll take it, as always. That was actually a checkmate. Oh man, I'm glad. Because I did see that I can take, right? And his knight is pinned, and he actually can't do anything with the knight. And if he takes back, he takes back, I was thinking that he could move here, but he can't because my pawn on e5, excuse me, is protecting the f6 square. It's threatening the f6 square. So he can't go there, he can't go there. Checkmate. Hey man, we're up to 868 elo. Slowly but surely we're getting to 1000 elo. Just make sure that I don't make any blunders. In this game I didn't make blunders, but I did make mistakes and I did 2 misses. So I'm just going to look at the review and actually see where I could have done better. But nonetheless, guys, thank you for watching and make sure that you subscribe, and I'll see you again tomorrow.